Hello everyone, this is Demon0981 and I'm here to bring you another video. Now you can tell, or maybe you can't tell by how I'm dressed, but I'm dressed in a Japanese kimono. Why? You might be wondering. Well, because the video I am gonna do is about the top 20 legendary creatures of Japanese mythology. And like I said with the dinosaur review, or no, maybe it was the Deadliest Warrior video. Most of the monsters that I've mentioned, and then the mythical monsters from around the world on the list aren't going to be in this video. So there's no Oni, no Tanuki, no Kappa or Kitsune, but there will be a few examples of the Japanese urban legends. I'm not going to say which ones because that would ruin the surprise. So let's get up with the list with number 20, which is, and like I said before, forgive me if I cannot pronounce each one correctly. Number 20 is Akaname. Yeah, that seems about right. Translated, it means red liquor. That liquor isn't. Oh, damn it. Who's liquor? Her liquor is in, like with your tongue. Basically, Akaname, he is a spirit or yokai, who licks off filth in untidy bathrooms. Like, say you haven't cleaned your bathroom in over a week. This yokai would be very, very useful. Oh, man. Excuse me a minute. I'm going to try the OB so I can get this off. Also, Akaname, his name can also be translated into filth liquor. And according to the Wikipedia page on it, that the Akaname is the personification of the fear of using a dark bathroom late at night. It is said to come out at night to literally lick up the grime and dirt that accumulates in unclean bathrooms. Like I said, can be very useful. Interesting. It is mentioned and in other forms of media, such as The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Since there happens to be a creature who lives in the hotel toilet in Clocktown that may or may not have been inspired by this legend. And by that, I mean the hand that comes out of the toilet. I will say this though, the Japanese have a lot of interest in mythological beasts and figures. Number 19. It's the Yata-Garasu. Basically what this thing is the three-legged crow of the sun goddess Amaterasu. Let's see, three-headed crow, no, not headed, legged crow originated in China. According to this. Here we are. Japanese mythology, this flank creature is a raven or jungle crow. And the appearance of the great bird is construed as evidence of the will of heaven or divine intervention in human affairs. Let's see. There's not really a whole lot I can mention about it. But I will say this. Yeah, I think this one would work. Remember the second episode or chapter of Inuyasha when the crow demon that swallows the Shikan jewel and transforms into a three-legged crow monster? That would be the Yaragarasu. Also, I'm gonna put a little disclaimer. Some of these legendary creatures have been featured in Inuyasha and other anime. So if I keep referring to that show, whatever. Let's see. Next is number 18. And I'm just going to ignore that. And it's Yuki-Onna. And I forgot to close the bathroom door, and now the cat's meowing at her reflection. Anyway, Yuki-Onna is a female monster who can stretch her waist to appear inside of buildings. And is part of the collection of the Gazu Hiyaki Yagio, or translated the Illustrated Night Parade of 100 Demons. And quite frankly, a lot of Japanese myths revolve around on a humanoid creature with some sort of supernatural power. And Yuki-Onna is no exception. Number 17. Is a tie between the Shirshi and the shirt herself. And I thought I saw it. Where'd it go? Oh, here we are. Excuse me just a minute. She's not there. Alright, you away from the bathroom. I can see it first. The Shirshi are lion dogs that guard the entrances of temple halls, usually seen in pairs. There's a female with a paw over her pup, and a male with its paw over either a ball or a small demon. And by the way, I have gotten these from Epcot. It's Japan and venue. Shursa is basically the Okinawan version of the Shursa. I'm not sure what's the variation. But these are basically the closest things to lions you'll see in Japanese myth. Now on to number 16, which is the Rokuro Kubi, which is another human-based monster. Strangely enough, is usually female. You know, and it has a neck that can stretch indefinitely. Let's see here. Actually, there are two types of this particular yokai. The ones whose necks can stretch, that's like rubber, and the ones whose heads come off and fly around freely. The ones I was referring to are the ones whose necks extend. And this is one of the strangest things I've ever heard when it comes to Japanese myths. Yeah, I know I have every little thing in Japan's mythology. This is the one and being I find most peculiar. Number 15, Narikabe. How do I explain this one? Remember that episode of Adventure Time where Finn, Jake, and Tree Trunks come across that living wall of flesh? The Narikabe is kind of like that. It's a ghostly wall-like yokai that traps a traveler at night by refusing and let the traveler go past it. Basically, it blocks a road. And it doesn't matter if you try to go around it, and either way, it will continue to stretch. You can try to jump it, but it will basically extend itself upward. Number 14, the Baku. Now, this one is very interesting, seeing as we know a few characters like this already. For those of us who don't know, the Baku is a monster that has the attributes of a tapir or elephant, and rhinoceros, ox, and tiger. But instead of doing harm to humans, as most of these would, it protects them from pestilence and evil by eating nightmares. Now, back to what I was saying before. We know about the Baku already, but we just never realized it. Basically because of 4 different Pokemon. Drowsy, Hypno, Mushna, and Musharna. Yeah, those 4 are basically a Baku. And we all know about the infamous Hypno's Lullaby creepypasta theory. Especially with Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red. You can try to argue with me all you want, but just remember, one of your main objectives is going up against a Hypno that has hypnotized a little girl away from home. Number 13. Dodo Homeki. According to the Wikipedia page, Dodo Meki is described as a 100-eyed demon. This basically means it's the Japanese version of the Greek 800-eyed giant Argus. And yeah, there's not that much information about it. On to number 12, which is Yuki-Onna. Hey, got that one right. Yuki-Onna, great, I went straight. It is a female humanoid monster with a mouth on the back of her head, in addition to the one on her face. How exactly would that work? Just out of curiosity, how exactly would you be able to eat with the mouth on the back of your head? This would mean that your brain would be smaller, or compared to the average size the human brain is. But the reason why I bring this one up is because, again, there's a Pokemon based on it. Most of us have yet to know that. That one being Mawile. You know, that little 3rd gen Pokemon? And that has that oversized black mouth growing on the back of its head. Yep. Number 11, the Hibagon. Now, the reason why this one's on the list is because of its appearance in the Secret Saturdays. And the Hibagon, to the best of my knowledge, is got to be a Japanese version of North America's Bigfoot, the Himalayan Yeti, or Australia's Yowie. Like its cousins, Hibagon is supposed to be a large primate-like beast. It's covered in shaggy hair and has rarely ever been seen. Number 10, the Inogami, which is a dog spirit that's created, worshipped, and employed by family via sorcery. A dog spirit, eh? Now, why do I get the strange feeling that description and sounds familiar? A dog-like demon that's employed by someone and by use of sorcery. Oh, now I see how Rumeko Takahashi got her inspiration from this creature. Number 9. Now, this is the first of the actual Japanese urban legends. And this one is definitely dangerous, no matter what you do. It is Akamoto, who, as most of us would know, is a malicious spirit and who haunts bathrooms and asks the occupants of whatever cubicle they're in if they prefer red or blue paper. Now, the reason why it's at number 9 instead of further on up is because the next eight contenders are either more interesting, in a little bit more unique, or are more dangerous. Akamoto works like this. If you suggest red paper, he will stab you continuously until you bleed out. Stating you in red. Choose blue, he kills you by strangulation. And if you try to be smart with him by saying yellow, he'll shove your face in a toilet. Choose any other color but those two, or three, and white hands will spring up from the floor and drag you to hell. Now, I forgot how exactly you can get away from this guy, so I am going to look up what to do about him. Okay. The only correct answer, or the only way to get out of it and alive, is by saying you don't need any paper. And he will leave you alone. Now, this spirit is often described as a beautiful man of life, and was hounded constantly by admirers. He now wears a mask to hide his face, as well as a cloak. I don't know, just the thought of someone out of the blue asking me what kind of toilet paper I would want, and is both highly creepy and downright disturbing. And not only that, whatever her color you say is going to result in you dying at the end. Number 8. Jurogumo. Jurogumo is a spider, or like yokai, and that can change its appearance into that of a seductive woman. Although there is another translation that suggests that her name means prostitute spider. And according to what that means, you can guess what she does. She seduces men and into her lair, where she then kills and eats them. Number 7. The Kiasu, which is the Japanese version of the Jiangshi, or Chinese hopping vampire. I don't know. Number 6. Yuki-Onna, or the Nothing Woman. Now, this one that's higher up than Akamoto for quite a few reasons. The first is what she is exactly. The Nothing Woman is the vengeful spirit of a mother who has lost her child due to famine or war. She protects children in danger, but may also try to merge or absorb them. And for any of us who have seen in Yasha, we kind of already know what the Nothing Woman does. But for those of us who haven't, allow me to explain in what this poor unfortunate yokai does. She can look into the child's soul to find information while merging with them. To gather the information, or to merge with them, the Nothing Woman must cast a spell to put the child's soul to sleep. Since she is made from a mother's tender feelings, she may be willing to allow herself to be destroyed for the sake of the child. Case in point, when Sesshomaru who tricks Inuyasha into telling him where their father's grave was, is in order to get the Tenseiga, by using the aid of the Unmother, or get information. And allowed herself to be destroyed by Sesshomaru in order to sacrifice in order to shield Inuyasha from his attack. A vengeful spirit that becomes very protective and doting, a mother-like entity. Interesting. And kind of sad in a way. Number 5. Satori. Satori is an ape-like creature that has the ability to read minds. Yeah, and I thought that the hyper-intelligent apes and band of the apes were unique. Said to live within the mountains of Hibagon, presently Gifu Prefecture. People are said to meet them while walking along mountain paths or resting in the mountains. Upon reading a person's mind, the Satori would say that the human's thoughts aloud faster than a human could. There's also a theory that they are the child incarnations of mountain gods who have come to ruin and turn into a yokai form. They will appear before people in mountain huts and are even said to try to eat and kill if they have a chance. But if something unexpectedly strikes the Satori, they become stricken with fear due to the fact that something unexpected occurred and run away. So I admit, the only way to deal with these things is to surprise them. Like, think of something and then do the exact opposite. That's actually pretty clever in a weird, backward sort of way. Number 4, Teke. A lot of us know about this one, but for those of you out there who aren't into Japanese mythology, Teke is the vengeful spirit of a schoolgirl who is cut in half by a train after being pushed onto the train tracks by mean-spirited pranksters. It is said that her spirit now haunts certain areas in Japan, presumably around schools and railroad tracks. Word of caution: if you ever see a woman, if you come across a schoolgirl and all you can see is the top half of her body, and she asks you the question, where are my legs? Say they're at the train station, or the train station in which she was killed. But whatever you do not try to run away from her. Because if you do, even without legs, she can chase after you a little quicker than you can run and smash you in half with her sickle, making you the same way as her. Much like another urban legend. Number 3, Yuki-Onna. Yuki-Onna is a snow spirit that takes the appearance of a tall, beautiful woman with long black hair and blue lips. Yes, she usually is known to appear during snowstorms and blizzards. And due to her pale complexion, she camouflages with the snow very well. And the reason why I bring this up is because there are two references I can make, and in which she was a part of briefly. Let's see, there's the manga and anime series Urusei Yatsura, where one of Lung's friends, and is actually from Neptune. It was Neptune or Pluto, I can't remember. As well as a small cameo in the Powerpuff Girls Z. Basically the episode where Fuzzy Lumpkins is to adopt Optimus Bellum. Number 2. This is another tie. Mostly because these two monsters kind of have something to do with one another. In number 2, it's the Yosuzume and the Okori Inu. The Yosuzume is a mysterious bird that sings at night, sometimes indicating that the Okoro Inu is near. As for the Okoro Inu, it's a spectral dog which follows lone travelers, attacking them if they happen to trip. Basically, the Okoro Inu is the Japanese version of the English black dog. Now, before we go on to number 1, what are you doing? And let's do a quick recap. Number 20, Akame. Number 19, Yara Garasu. Number 18, Taka-Onna. Number 17, the Hershey and Shursa. Number 16, Bakuro Kubi. Number 15, Nurikabe. Number 14, Baku. Number 13, Dodo Meki. Number 12, Fudokuchi-Onna. Number 11, Hibagon. Number 10, Inugami. Number 9, Akamoto. Number 8, Prostitute Spider. Number 7, Kiasu. Number 6, Nothing Woman. Number 5, Mind Reading Apes. Number 4, Teke Teke. Number 3, Snow Woman. And number 2, Yosuzume and Okori Inu. Last but not least, number 1, which is Kuchisake-Onna, always known by her other alias, the Slit-Mouthed Woman. Now, the backstory behind this one is plain and simple. During the feudal age of Japan, a vain samurai and his wife angered her husband, and due to her vanity being taken over her mind. And he was so sick of it that he slapped her mouth both from ear to ear, or giving her that trait in Mark Slade. Proclaiming, and let's see who thinks you're beautiful now. And now she is a wandering and particularly dangerous spirit. And now walks around Japan wearing a surgical mask as over her mouth, which is a usual costume to avoid AIDS spreading in one's illness. She mostly targets young children and proceeds to ask them the question, do you think I'm beautiful? Now, this is when things get very interesting. If they say no, she kills them right then and there. If they say yes, she removes the mask and reveals her slit that cut mouth, and she repeats the question, and by saying, how about now? Now again, say no, it will kill you. Say yes, she will use the pair of razor-sharp giant scissors that she carries around to make you exactly like her. Try and run away, she'll decapitate you with the scissors. Now, there are 3 ways you can get out of bed alive. The first is by calling her average. And this is also part of the second one. Or say, or ask yourself. Ask her yourself if she thinks you're pretty or handsome. This will stop and confuse her long enough for you to get away. The third option is to bribe her with hard candy. This will also keep her occupied long enough for one to get away. And I love the fact that we have 2 characters currently that may have been inspired by her. By that, I mean Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight. With those scars on each side of his mouth, and one creepypasta character whose reputation really needs to die. And mostly because of all the copycats that are coming out of the woodwork. By that, I mean Jeff the Killer. This has been my top 20 legendary creatures of Japanese mythology. I hope you all enjoyed it because I have been looking up monsters for days, and this was really difficult to do. Let's see. What else do I need to say? I want to set the record straight by saying those rumors about what's supposed to be in Jurassic World have been debunked as false. By that, I mean in the rumor that Spinosaurus would be featured in Jurassic World. I actually saw it on the movie on Sunday. Well, I could. And I didn't see it. And ask anybody who's seen the movie, they'll say it never showed up. It was not even in the movie. And the second one being that Jurassic World is going to feature another hybrid dinosaur called, let's see if I can remember what its name was. It's supposed to be Artex, something along that line. But basically, this second that rumored hybrid was supposed to be a combination between T-Rex, Velociraptor, Gorilla, and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's not in the movie either. Although I enjoy seeing the fan art of this supposed Jurassic World hybrid, and the movie proves that it's not in it. Also, I want to say a few additional words to my prehistoric creature list. It's on the Indominus Rex. That's because I've learned they can do other things. Let's see, it can communicate with velociraptors due to its DNA being part velociraptor, apparently. It can basically eliminate its own thermal scent to avoid heat sensing and detectors. Because of its DNA being part or from a unknown species of tree frog. Okay, I don't know what kind of tree frog would do that. But that's still pretty interesting and really, really cool. Let's see, what else? This will be my last video for now, seeing as I am going to be going on a week-long hiatus. But I will be back after a couple of weeks with a new video. As usual, if you have any suggestions you want me to do, I am free to suggestion. And if you want me to remake the video list, I'll try my best. Just if you want me to do another movie or TV show review, by all means let me know. In fact, I have one TV show review I plan on doing in the near future. Not to spoil anything, but it involves a certain sponge. This is the one thing trying out.